They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us, they could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my GPS.
Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, Honor David, you know it takes just one. Yes, son.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Panthers going up against the Dolphins. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the team-in that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, it's sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this. There was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the...
There goes Jonathan Stewart. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 68 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run again with Ajayi. stays on his feet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This is Ajayi. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. They run with Ajayi. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Here we go on 4, Tannehill. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's got some fun when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Second down. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jelani Jenkins from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. with my good friend Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And the inaugural carry here for Fozzie Whitaker. Cutback, left sideline. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man,
big,
a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They come out here in the eye. Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And I think missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. And out come the Dolphins now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it with a giant. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So just shy of midfield, they tried it, didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man blitz starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To throw on second down is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Stewart on first down. And able to push his way forward. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards remaining here on second down. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Third and long. It's Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So we've reached halftime at a...
You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's the Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. All even, we are tied, so a blank slate. Throw away those first 2 quarters, so to speak.
Yeah, I love the way you put it because you do throw them away because it's a 0-0, but you also have a couple of lessons from the first half. What did you learn? What do you have to improve on? And then you get to start the second half and put it all into practice.
They'll try to take those halftime lessons and put them into practice indeed. Here we go. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On first down, Tannehill to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying out. Great catch. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. They come out here in the eye. They give to Whitaker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete.
Offense.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Luke Kuechly in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The throw on second down is Tannehill. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here we go on fourth, Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything to the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. They come out here in the eye. There's Newton now on second down. And time finally runs get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This is Whitaker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. To go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he is. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They come up in an offset eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Stewart again. And that play, now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gano's kick is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say,
Devontae Parker. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Red zone opportunity. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Timeout defense.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much free.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is now the 4th time in the last 6 Super Bowls that we've had a safety. Obviously, that's strange when you figure during the regular season, on average, you'll see a safety about once every 14 games. So an oddity here, to say the least. That's it. It's all over. And the
Do some crazy!